Amendment 64 envisions adult use retail marijuana stores, so we can take marijuana off the street and put it behind the counter where licensed business people have an investment in ensuring that they are following the law. It will be very similar to a liquor store. Yes, a similar experience for the purchaser. Similarly, or perhaps more heavily regulated and controlled by our state's Department of Revenue. We've been working hard for years here in Colorado to educate voters about the failures of marijuana prohibition. I think the Colorado voters get it better than most other voters in the nation, that marijuana prohibition is an utter failure, that we can do better for our state by regulating marijuana like alcohol, but it's an uphill battle. It is a complicated message to share with voters. We have been, as a nation, pumping billions of dollars into the war on marijuana for at least 40 years, but it has completely failed in all of its goals. What we see is that use and availability rates of marijuana remain the same. It remains a very popular illicit substance for use among adults, and we are empowering cartels and enriching criminals by keeping it in the black market. The Colorado Center on Law and Policy estimates that in the first few years of implementation, we'll see a combined law enforcement savings and tax revenue for the state of $60 million annually, the first $40 million of which will go to our school capital construction fund. Job production and tax revenue generation are one of many benefits that we expect to see from Amendment 64. But in addition to that, we can do a better job of keeping marijuana out of the hands of teens. We can stop wasting police resources. We can, we can begin having a marijuana policy that more closely fits the views of the voters. We can, most importantly, stop criminalizing 10,000 Colorado adults every year simply for choosing marijuana. The fact of the matter is, transporting marijuana across state lines will still be illegal. And if people come to visit Colorado to perhaps use a little bit of marijuana privately while they're on vacation because they have the right to do that in this state, listen, I don't want to shock anybody, but people are already doing that. People already come to Colorado and use a little bit of marijuana. Again, the notion that these laws stop people from using marijuana privately in their homes is absurd. 500,000 Coloradans use marijuana every year. No matter what happens on November 6th, we will have received, I'm certain, the highest vote in favor of regulating marijuana like alcohol in the history of our country. And this movement, and Coloradans understand better than ever before why marijuana prohibition has failed us.